Welcome to the Sea Otter Classic 2024. We had the awesome privilege of again being able to go down to Monterey, California to Laguna Seca Raceway and check out this amazing event for all cycling needs. So like I said, there's all sorts of stuff going on here. We went last year at a blast. We came back again. So first off, this is a huge cycling event. So if you're into bikes, this is going to be for you. One of the biggest things you'll see is bikes everywhere. There's no end to bikes anywhere. You will see bikes everywhere you go. All sorts of different things. Mountain bikes, crazy bikes like this one here, road bikes, gravel bikes, little folding bikes. You see all sorts of different stuff out there. You can see e-bikes out there. That was like the biggest thing I think that's coming up more and more each time we go is, of course, going to be e-bikes. There are so many e-bikes out there, so many different brands out there making just cool new innovations on e-bikes. Then, of course, while you're out there, you're of course going to see all these amazing high-quality bikes that you normally wouldn't get to see while you're out on a normal ride or out in your normal neighborhood or even your local bike shop. You're not going to see bikes quite like these out there. You're also going to see sweet steel builds like this Ritchie here, which they're always an awesome steel bike. They look amazing, set up for pretty much anything you're going to throw at them. You got, again, just some of the most amazing bikes you will see. A wide selection of pretty much any brand you've ever heard of, as well as brands you've never heard of, you'll find here. So there's all sorts of cool stuff. So if you're into even just looking at bikes and wanting to see more bikes and see what kind of cool stuff is out there and different ideas and more than what you'll see on just your bicycle showroom floor or your bike shop, this is your place to go. You won't see most of these bikes out there to your local bike shop. This is the place you're going to come and check these guys out. So you have something like this here. This is a folding hardtail. Never seen it before, never heard it before. That's pretty neat. You got stuff from Continental looking awesome. They always have one of the coolest tents. You got awesome stuff here. BMX, racing BMX bikes hanging on. Folding bikes from Brompton's the titanium folding bike. You have e-bikes, like I said, from Yamaha, from race bikes, showing off their awesome stuff. And then, of course, if you're not into bikes, of course, going to be into tools. So we checked out some awesome tool vendors there. We talked about Junior and Vera. It was great to talk to them and just see the massive selection of tools that they offer, as well as just the high-quality feeling of the tools that they have. I can say I've worked with bicycle tools for a long time, and even automotive tools for a long time, and these were some of the most amazing and best-feeling tools I've felt ever. They just feel super solid. Doesn't feel like you're going to break. It just gives you a good feeling in your hand while you're working on your bike. And I didn't know they even offered this many at Junior. I've done reviews on their stuff before and never knew they offered this much stuff. So you'll definitely be seeing stuff from Junior and Where coming up on the channel because they're the high quality part of tools there. Of course, all the brands are dropping out new products as well. So you have Raceface dropping their Era carbon wheels, carbon lineup, as well as the Turbine, which is essentially their aluminum alloy version of that same thing. Looking forward to testing those out. I do have a set of Era bars on the way for my bike, so you can try those out on the Superfly, see how they actually feel, see if they make that much of a difference. You have Redshift out there with the new top shelf handlebar, essentially a riser drop bar. Pretty crazy to think about, but it makes a lot of sense if you really think about it. You had Cane Creek out there with their inverted gravel fork out there, so it's inverted suspension fork for your gravel bike. Really cool. Bontrager and Trek came out with a whole new line of tires, replaced all the numbered tires with actual names of the tires now, which is a big improvement. And then, of course, new tread patterns for everything on there. Then we had the opportunity to meet with Salsa Bikes. I love Salsa Bikes. They're amazing. And this time at Sea Otter, the biggest thing for them was they are entering the e-bike space. So they had all their e-bikes out, showcasing them all. And I'm looking forward to being able to test one of these out for myself. We should be able to get one from Salsa so we can do a long-term test and see how that salsa-ness and the e-bike-ness go together. I think they're by far some of the cleanest e-bikes I have seen. And actually make me want to own an e-bike for myself. You know, I'm kind of against that, but this makes me want to own an e-bike. Then you have, of course, back to some sick bikes. We have our friends at Poseidon here. This is their new Poseidon Triton. They redesigned the whole bike. Went to a Microshift Sword group set on there, hydraulic disc brakes. It is ready to go. It is going to be an awesome bike. Can't wait to see that bike in person. And then we had a chat with, of course, Kenda. Had a great chat with them. Saw their whole tire line. I didn't know they had this many tires out there. We definitely saw some stuff I want to try on some of my bikes because I didn't know they existed, and they had tread pattern, and everything looks perfect for what I'm looking to do, especially that tan wall tire right in there for the dirt jumper. I think that's going to be a pretty good one. Then we had a chance, of course, to meet with Box again. They are the king of 9 speeds, and they, of course, had some nice improvements on their Box 1 components there, which their stuff is really solid. Looking for just simplicity and strength, Box components is going to be where it's at. While you're at Sea Otter, of course, there's going to be all sorts of different nutrition guys as well. So we had a chance to meet with Osmo Nutrition. Never met them before, but they have some cool products. Tried it, very tasty, good stuff. And then, of course, my best friends here at Scratch Labs had a huge sampling table so you could try their stuff out. Had their new product, the Everyday Hydration Mix, which I'm drinking pretty good. Tastes just like the regular hydration without all that sugar in there. So that was awesome. Kid stuff, loaded with kid stuff at Sea Otter. If you're worried about bringing your kids to Sea Otter and have them not having something to do, I wouldn't be concerned with that at all. They had stuff from the Easter egg hunt right here. That's every day they did. They get their own eggs, get to open them up. There's candy, stickers, tattoos, whatever, all that stuff in there. They have a pump track so the kids can learn how to go around a pump track and just practice riding a bike on there, which I feel like is a great learning tool for kids to learn. Of course, they have a play area with all sorts of toys they can play with, hula hoops, walks, all that sort of stuff. Park Tool is out solid this year in the kids area. Had an area for the kids to practice working on bikes and feel the tools and touch them all. Had a show for the kids to show them all about kind of the basics of bike mechanics, which is an awesome thing. I've never seen that before. Then, of course, they have real challenges for the kids to do, like riding the skinny on this weird mullet bike, ride as fast as they can on this trainer here, and get going as fast as they can. And they win a prize from that. Pretty neat stuff. They have big inflatable bears from Barry, Deer Hugger. They have dogs. They pet the dogs everywhere. And then, of course, you got the kids race as well. I mean, you can't go wrong with the classic kids race where they all get out there racing their age groups and just have a good time riding around this dirt track. And they have fun. Whether they crash, whether they finish, whatever they do, they're going to have fun out there racing around the track. And then afterwards, get them an ice cream cone, of course, and they're going to be happy to go. And then afterwards, hey, got some people building a jump here. Just in our campground. Kind of fun stuff. They built this jump. I don't know, you should see a couple metal containers and dirt, and they just have fun sessioning this feature here and just had some fun overnight. Of course, did some sketchy jumps off of that. Not me, not that crazy. But there is all sorts of fun stuff to do at the Sea Otter Classic. It was an awesome privilege to be able to go again for 2024. I'm looking forward to being able to go next year. If you have never gone to the Sea Otter Classic in Monterey, I highly recommend getting yourself out there one of these days. You will not regret it, and you will have an amazing time working on bikes and riding bikes.